All right. We are live. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Speak. Somebody.
Yo, what's good,
All
y'all?
right, there we go. All right, welcome to episode 74, Planet Xbox Podcast. Catching you guys on a rare Friday. This is usually Let's Talk Games podcast day.
Is it now?
Yo,
You sure about that?
yeah. No, it is. No,
Crossover.
My
Crossover.
My life, like literally, the stuff that's been going on is just kind of just really like set me back a lot. But like, I plan to get back into the groove of things soon. But you know, appreciate you, Dre, for joining us last minute, and I appreciate all of you guys for being able to come through on a Friday, because I know we typically go on a Wednesday and have our own personal plans. I promise not to hold people too long, but a couple of things we got to talk about. Our show was Gamescom happened like was it the day of or day after? Like
Day of, yep.
So the smoke has cleared. Gamescom is over. We got a lot to talk about. I expect Halo Infinite to dominate the conversation, so we can start off the show with a couple of things that happened before and after. But before we get into that, I want to know what everybody's playing. Let's start with our guest, Sir Dre the Great.
That's right, man. First off, man, I just want to say I miss you, man. It's good seeing you. You know what I mean?
Same to you, buddy.
Shit. What up? So on Xbox, I've been playing the first Psychonauts. And that's cool. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard, like, judging these old games, playing it in today's time and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's cool. But before then, I played Death's Door, right? Which that fucking game was 60 frames. Lovely, glorious. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how I've been playing.
That's what's up. That's what. Speaking of you playing Psychonauts, I mean, just to give you a heads up, are you playing that to play Psychonauts too?
Yes.
Well, because the second game recaps the thing perfectly.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? So, on Twitter, right? You got a lot of frauds on Twitter, and them folk would, hype up Psychonauts 2 without, knowing the story, without even playing the first one. So I ain't want to be one of them, right? So I'm going back and playing the first one, so I can say, that I can get Psychonauts in its totality. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah,
it's cool. It's kind of raunchy. Like, if you actually sit down and think about the dialogue that they be saying and the shit that they be doing in there, so it's kind of raunchy. Like, especially for it coming back when we was kids. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, but it's cool. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I played it the first one and through backwards compatibility. I was like, I get it. It in terms of humor, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Humor wise. But gameplay wise, I'm like, I seen enough. I'll wait for the recap in the second game. So yeah, I'm definitely frauding on that one. I mean, I got what I needed. Because I'm not going to pick up a PS4 to do the VR one either. So and that's a part of the storyline too. So
yeah, I'm not doing VR. I'm not doing that.
But it does capture it. Old man, what have you been playing?
Well, I did play through 12 minutes. I actually got the full 1,000 in that, and I played the hell out of that game for what seemed like forever. There was some very time-consuming achievements in that game, but overall, I very much enjoyed 12 minutes. Then after 12 minutes, I switched off to Omno, which was a game that apparently I was sleeping on. There's a very kind of nice little Zen platformer. Very beautiful to look at. I played it on the Series S, and it ran really super smooth on that system. And then obviously I've been playing a little bit. I haven't gotten to dig into super much into Psychonauts 2, but I am like at I think probably one of the first boss that's in there, and then that's where I stopped at last night, was after the boss fight. So loving Psychonauts 2. It definitely, like, so far what I've played of it. I mean, the game looks great, it plays great, and I'm really enjoying like the wackiness of the characters and like the environments. Like the world and the levels and that stuff are very, very unique, and I'm very much enjoying my time into the game. And I'm running it on I'm playing on the Series S right now, so it's at 1080, 120 frames. That game looks and feels beautiful to play, just right off the bat. And I'm excited to dig more into it. I never got to play the first one, but I did like the recap video, and I got a good understanding because Psychonauts 2 picks up right after the first one. And I think after I beat the second one, I might try to go back and actually play through the first one because like it's a super fun game. And the one thing about Psychonauts 2 that I really like is like it feels like I don't know how to describe. Maybe it's just nostalgia or whatever, but it feels like a video game. I know that I know that's weird to say. It's not, it's not realistic. It's not super serious. It's not like life or death situation. It's very lighthearted. It has humor in it. It has very I just when I'm playing Psychonauts 2, it kind of brings me back to like when I played video games on like the PlayStation 2 and original Xbox, and like there was so many different quirky games on that platform that kind of all them quirky, fun, and interesting games just kind of disappeared and, aren't really out there anymore. So, like, to play Psychonauts 2 kind of put me back into, like, what I grew up with and what I loved the most about gaming. So, I'm excited to get into that more.
Okay. Jay, what you been up to?
Oh, man, I just been playing the Ghost DLC. I'm not sure if I said this, like, 2 weeks ago, I think or a week and a half ago. I beat Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I beat Modern Warfare 2 Remastered on Veteran. So currently, like I said, I'm playing Ghost DLC, trying to beat COD 4 Remastered on Veteran right now, and then move on to some other games I have to beat as well. I gotta like do Horizon on PS5 now that they put that update out, so I can get the trophies on that. And yeah. It's pretty much it. It hasn't been too like eventful for me in terms of gaming because there's been like so much news happening. So I've been a Twitter warrior and a Discord warrior for these past couple days because of the Halo shit. We'll talk about that, but yeah.
Man, what about you, Chris? I know you always bringing the unfamiliar to the freaking.
You always say that, but then when I start naming the games, everybody knows what games I'm talking about. But anyways, what's up, fan of Xbox? I've been playing the Ghost of Tsushima DLC. I really beat it. Actually, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima actually because I really beat the DLC. Game? I really, I'm doing the main game over again on New Game Plus because there are new things that you get in New Game Plus, and I want to get that trophy as well because I have 100% trophies and the DLC. They have two different trophy sets for the DLC. I don't know why they just didn't put it as one, but I love the game. I think I like the additions that they added. The new armor that they added, it has a pretty cool effect. The game definitely added more as far as like the dynamic of the open world, even though you're in a smaller island than compared to the other islands, right? But in the base game, aside from like the side missions and the main missions, like the activities outside of that, like it was just basic. It was just like you kill these people and you free the guy, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You kill the people and you free the guy. And this one, there's stuff that happens in the open world that you will run into that will turn into a little secret side mission that's not marked on your map. So it added more. It kind of like Red Dead 2. It added a little bit more dynamic to the open world, even though it's essentially the same game as it is on the PS4. So I'm enjoying the hell out of that game. And then I beat the Transistor as well, which was that indie game. That's it's from the people who made Hades. Yeah, it's from the people who made Hades. It's the one before Hades, but that game is really good too. That game actually really surprised me and how good it was and how good it holds up. But yeah, then I'm about to hop into Horizon and beat the DLC for that because I didn't beat the DLC, but now that I got the 60 FPS. I'll probably pick up the play. I don't know because you got Tales of Arise coming in like 2 weeks, and so I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, that's what I've been gaming.
Nice. NickBanks, what you been up to?
Oh man, well as you know, I beat 12 minutes. I ain't got all 1,000 achievements like you and Old Man, but I was the first to beat it. I was helping y'all out here, you know. What else I was playing? I got back to the Avengers, the Black Panther War for Wakanda. I started that. That's the game. I ain't gonna lie, man. Avengers is pretty good game, man.
Yeah, it's dope, ain't it?
I like it, man. I don't know. I know
Is it worth going back to? Like if you're just kind of like with it.
Yeah, it's free, and you can get that content for free right now. Like I thought I had to pay for it. Like, and it was pretty good. You know, it is worth going back to. You know, I think the timing was bad on the launch, actually. You know, but and then I started Psychonauts, and you know I got to keep the same energy, man. I'm not a 3D platformer guy, man. You know, even this was Ugmug, man. Ugmug. I'm gonna go with the Ugmug. Yeah. This game is not for me. You know, that's all I'm gonna say, man. I ain't gonna ride it. I'm gonna give y'all a break, man, because I rode on the I see what I got from the Ratchet and Clank thing, so I'm gonna chill. You know what I mean?
You don't want that smoke.
Don't want to keep that same energy here.
I know the Xbox, you know. But I can see that I do like the combat they got. Like it's pretty deep.
Yeah,
like,
I'm liking the side powers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that aspect of it is deep. Like I can see why people really like it. You know, and that's pretty much all I did. I probably won't be playing that no more though.
Wow.
Damn, right. you ain't gonna beat it.
I don't like it, yo.
All right.
So I did obviously 12 minutes. I didn't get the 1,000. I just got the 2, credit rolling endings though. But like I got all the story, the beat in the game achievements. I don't got all the the side stuff like staring at the paintings and all that other shit. But overall, man, when I first played the game, I was feeling some type of way, but overall I ended up liking it a lot actually. They did a good job with it. The story, like I said, is still.
It was a bonk with no spoilers. It was a bonkers of a story. Like when stuff started to unveil itself, I was like, they really went there.
Yeah, right.
They really went there, and because I was sitting there playing with my wife was sitting there, and we were like playing it together, trying to figure out, and she's like, no, like when the big reveal came out, she was very shocked. Of the thing that happens in that game.
Yeah, that joint went. It went way left.
It's very Sweet Home Alabama-ish, but
oh, sweet,
but the game overall turned out to be pretty. The thing is, I appreciate the difference. It's not like
it's definitely
it was a nice change up to what you typically get, and it offered like a discussion, and so that was a good one. I'm happy that I got through that. I'm obviously playing through Psychonauts 2. I'm probably going to be playing that for the next week. I'm enjoying the game, man. I said this. I actually said this in Let's Talk Games podcast, and I said it on Play Xbox. I was like, before the game, I was like, I think Psychonauts is going to be the low-key Gotti, and then I was like, it's going to come out of nowhere. I said that like a couple times.
Saying just like, Double Fine's a good studio. Yeah. They put out good stuff. Like I've not played anything from Double Fine that's been necessarily bad.
I mean, I don't like the games that they recently just ported, like the Days of the Tentacle.
Well, yeah, like those ones, the point and click, older PC games. But
I like the guitar one with Jack Black. I think that was cool.
Yeah, was it Brutal Legend? Brutal Legend was awesome.
That was good. That was
such. And that game got slept on. What's that?
Did they make the Rad game?
The red.
Yeah, it's like a roguelike game.
Rad. Yeah.
Rad.
They made that. Yeah.
Colorful game. Nice. Yeah, that joint was pretty good.
Yeah, it was published by Banda.
Yeah, that joint was good.
Yeah, so I'm in the middle of Psychonauts too. I'm like I said, it's your classic. You said something where earlier it was like you feel like you're playing like a video game. It's like it's that callback to like, oh yeah, this is like even from like the objective stuff you're doing. Like I was in the little Pinko machine. I thought that was dope. I like connecting the whole freaking like the mental states and making people do decisions. Like it's like it opens up like, you know what, this is actually a pretty tight gameplay loop. I like it, and then the side cards that you get, the little to upgrade and the different things you can do, and the game is starting to open up. But yeah, so Psychonauts is definitely something I'm playing, and I'm definitely gonna finish that game up this week. The other game I went back to, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now,
of course you would.
and now that it got its because the thing is, I forget how big of a game Odyssey is. There's like 3 expansions I have yet to beat. So I now have a reason.
I can play them all.
I now have a reason to actually go. Oh, okay, I can play now. I'm happy. So I started up the shit. Where do you go? Oh my god. It's not Atlantis, but it's Oh,
and that game wasn't 4K on One X, right?
Yes, so it's running. It's
you got the 4K 60 on
It's-
Series X. That's nice.
That thing it looks smooth. It's like and that's to me. That's what the best Assassin's Creed. Between that and Origins, it's a toss up. But in terms of like Odyssey, like was one of my favorite games. The year that it came out was definitely my Gotti. But so I'm that. Like I said, I put it down obviously because I want to finish. Psychonauts 2 will be done quicker. Once I finish up Psychonauts 2, I'm going to return and finish off those expansions in Odyssey at 60 FPS. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. So after a bunch of teases, they finally revealed Saints Row reboot. And I thought this game was going to be, here in my state of mind, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm with it. Like if they're rebooting Saints Row 1, like or Saints whatever, if it's Saints Row 1, 2, like going back to the hood and being that GTA clone, let's do it. I am with it. So I was
hell no. This is like Gen Z Saints Row or millennial Saints Row.
I guess I'm in the minority here because I dug it. I dug what I saw.
I don't even have it. Honestly, I personally don't have an issue with it because if they go back to like what Smooth was saying, like the game stuff, even though it's not gonna be all the way like that, but from the information that came out after the reveal, right, which they should have talked about it during the reveal, that would have left a better impressions. But it is going back to Saints Row 1 and 2 as far as the empire building, like the building aspects of building your empire, recruiting people, getting your game bigger and stuff like that, like in a more serious tone. I mean, it's still gonna have comedy and stuff like that, but not as crazy as like Saints Row 4 when you're running around with a dildo and shit like that. It's just too much. But
that was my favorite.
Yeah,
I did not.
That one was your favorite, man. That was.
Well, I just love the. Well, I mean,
what's going on, man?
Dude, it was
That's
fun.
crazy.
Hey, it was hella fun beating the hell out of old ladies with dildos. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, so that's a fetish.
Well, I liked it's not a fetish, but I liked the wackiness. Like I liked that it went away from being like a GTA clone because, I just
there were certain things they did better than GTA, like building out your gang, taking over territories, fighting for strongholds.
No, you do that in GTA right now. You do that online, GTA Online.
Well,
yeah, that's online, but it wasn't always there.
And you did that in San Andreas.
San Andreas, it was a temporary section of the game once you got kicked out of Los Santos. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Yeah. That's what happened. You progress through the story, and then that mechanic is gone. And those developers said, hey, we can make this a mechanic throughout the entire game that incentivizes you to 100% complete the game, which is fun. And then you're going against different gangs as well. And as you start to take over different territories within the map, you gain more reputation. You start to get more vehicles unlocked. You could take their vehicles. That's the crazy part. When you beat Saints Row 1, you got all their penthouses and mansions, and you got all their vehicles.
Yeah, you took over their estates
because you took over everything.
Yeah.
And then Saints Row 2 expanded upon that and made it even better with more of a story. But then they went away from the whole gang and yeah, and they just made it so wacky for no reason. I never understood why they went away from that. I guess they thought it would have been stale, but now you got this Gen Z SJW. I'ma have half my head shaved, and it's just look. It doesn't look
against people having their head shaved.
I'm just sick of that.
I don't like these. Character? It's not just about your character; it's about all the other characters as well. It just doesn't
Watch
look.
Dogs 2. Yeah.
Yep. Watch Dogs 2 vibes. Yep. That shit turned me the fuck off.
The thing is, I loved Watch Dogs 2, so it's like this is like I see.
Yeah,
this
it's right up your alley, old
Hey,
man.
but to be honest with you, when I played Watch Dogs 2,
Mhm.
I honestly I beat the game, but I skipped like 80% of the cutscenes. I ain't gonna hold it. I don't even know what happened.
It doesn't matter.
I don't even know what happened in the game. I just played. The
I'm
game.
like the only. I feel like I'm the only one in here that's like I'm ready for this Saints Row. Like, give it to me.
Yeah, you can have it, man. I'm not
Hey, I'll
spending
play it, man.
$60, $70 for that.
I'm
No, it's interesting. It looks cool. I'm just not gonna pick it up at launch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get it on sale later on down the
I'm
line.
gonna wait till they throw that bitch in Game Pass. Like,
Oh, here we go.
Look
like,
at
nah,
this.
like the thing is like,
No, by then you're gonna be on PlayStation side. You're gonna have to pay for it then.
I'm gonna be. People think I'm gonna address that too.
That is last straw with this Halo stuff. You're like, I'm switching. I'm done.
If Chris is right and that
That's-
the goofiness is toned down, then that's cool. But if I don't know, man, it's like with the trailer, something just screams goofy.
Yeah.
Like just
Yes.
Fast and
Yes.
Furious
Yeah.
goofiness. You know what I mean? So
Well, here's the thing. As far as the trailer, I think they might have showed some gameplay today. I'm not sure. I think that's
They did, yeah.
Okay.
There's like a video with the developers and they showed off gameplay, yeah.
Okay, I have to look at it, but as far as I know from the gameplay that they showed, they didn't show anything too wacky and crazy like how it was in 4 when you had like the dildos and all that stuff. So
not
you
yet.
know, not yet.
yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna get that
I guess-
unlockable dildo.
as of right now,
Yeah.
it looks like they're setting back the tone a little bit.
I think my issue is just it's characters, character like development. Because the thing is, I think Saints Row. The thing about Saints Row 1 and 2, it just helped. Like, I don't know, it was a call to like urban, like I like the
Yeah.
urban-esque
The
of it,
urban
like,
style of it.
Yeah, that's all. Like I really wanted. It's like it was to me. It was like it was. How can I say this, man? Oh man, I don't want to say it, but it was like a poor man's GTA. Like,
what it was.
but it was fun. It was.
It was really,
Yeah,
really
but it was
fun.
still
There was,
good.
there was so much to do inside of
Yeah.
those games as well, outside of like the main story. You had side quests where you can get money, build up your rep as well. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty fun. They had escort missions for God's sake. That
Yes.
shit was crazy.
I like the insurance fraud missions. I ain't gonna lie.
the insurance fraud.
Run out
You
in
had the
front of-
escorts.
It stood out. It stood, even though it was like a parody and a clone of
Yeah.
GTA. It still had things that made it stand on its own.
Yeah.
It set itself apart in a really good way, and that's what I enjoyed about the first two games. And after Saints Row 2, they went in this whole different direction. I didn't like Saints
Yeah.
Row 2. Not 2, 3. I bought 3 day one. I hated it. And then Saints Row 4 came out, and I didn't care about it. They had aliens and shit like that. I was
Oh
like,
Lord, you
Yeah.
see what they call it in the chat? They calling it Saints woke.
Saints. Yeah. So, but yeah, that game comes out in February, right? Or is it January, February?
Yeah, it's fair. Dude, February's gonna be stacked of all these games.
It comes out like a week after Horizon.
Horizon.
It's like you got Horizon,
Yeah.
Saints Row.
Mhm.
What was the other
Sifu.
game? Sifu.
Sifu.
Yeah, that got pushed back
Yeah.
to February. Well, they gave it a launch date. They said it was gonna be
One of those games are gonna get delayed, and I guarantee it's
Dude,
not
like
Horizon.
there's gotta be more delays.
It's not gonna be Horizon though.
Horizon is the priority that month. That's definitely the priority.
Yeah. So and Sony was able to, I know PlayStation was able to bless PlayStation fans with the Horizon Forbidden West release date and dropping a stealth. 16
No, that wasn't a blessing because that was long overdue.
Oh,
Yeah.
It
well,
was long overdue. It should have been there. That patch should have been. All these other games, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider God of War, and they already had it, and people kept asking, "Where's the Horizon? Where's the Horizon? Where's the Horizon?"
Even the Last of Us
and
Part
it's
2
crazy
got
because
patched pretty quick.
exactly, but this is what Sony did because since they knew they were going to delay it, they held off on the 60 FPS patch because Sony does that. They'll give you disappointing news, but then they'll cover it up, with some good news and stuff like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To kind of ease it off a little bit.
Hey,
So the one
Microsoft doesn't do that.
yeah. So
No,
no. But I'm
they
happy.
don't
For, I'm
show us
definitely
the
happy
game.
because I'm definitely going back to play it. So I'm definitely happy for that thing. But the only thing why I says like it's not a blessing to me is because remember like they were working on the PC version of Horizon before they even like
Mhm.
gave the PlayStation fans a proper PS5 patch and everything like that. So
Yep.
yeah.
Dude, just as long as they working on that PS5 version, I don't care. Delay how long as you want. Like I need that. I need
Yeah,
that
facts.
I need that 5 version to be delicious, like for real. So
yeah, that shit going. I'm super excited for it. I'm very
this
excited for
time,
it.
like this delayed time, they better be working solely on that 5 version. I don't care about the PS4 version. I ain't playing that one. So all I care about is the 5. So
Damn.
I agree.
So, Call of Duty Vanguard had from what I saw in my shoddy, internet connection when I was getting my haircut when it was going on, but the demo appeared to be quite impressive. Anybody
it looked good.
thoughts on the Vanguard demo?
I didn't play it yet.
I haven't really got to play. I was just messing around with it. I just.
I'm not gonna play. I don't.
I seen the gameplay from what they showed at Gamescom.
And that
it
was
looks
campaign.
pretty good.
That was campaign, right?
Yeah, the campaign.
Yeah.
The campaign
So they
was
showed
dope.
off campaign. The campaign looked well. I didn't touch the multiplayer. I have that literally installing right now. It's like on my PS5, so I'll play it after the podcast, see how it is. But I don't know. I think I need to retract the things I said about the game. For the past couple weeks about the game it's gonna be dead. It's gonna be trash. It's looking good. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So yeah, I think the campaign is gonna be good. I'll see how that multiplayer is for sure. See if the multiplayer is gonna be fun. But I think COD's gonna sell anyways, and it's definitely gonna perform. So,
and it's November 5th.
Call of Duty's trash. So no, I'm not gonna play. I don't even care about to try it. But my COD, my fellow, like Jabari and Persona, they're huge Call of Duty fans. Like they play that shit all the time, and they're, you know what I mean. And I know Jabari, he played it a couple matches and he deleted it, and he said that shit was trash.
I've seen the video on
Twitter. Yeah, so it's looking like far as like the online, it's looking like the same issues that's been there since like Modern Warfare is still there. So I talk about like 2019 Modern Warfare.
Wait.
Hey, I definitely respect his opinion because he plays Call of Duty. Like that dude's in there. Like they play the game. They in the trenches, man.
So Barry don't like it?
Yeah, it's just like
he don't like it. He don't like it. He uninstalled it. I'm gonna try it out for myself to see how it is for sure. And if I don't like it, you're gonna see the same shit for me. Uninstall, no pre-order, nothing. Wait for that shit to be $30.
Yeah, at this
download
point,
that shit now.
Honestly, at this point, which is crazy for Call of Duty, at this point, the single players are like more, you know what I mean? Like I look for more to the single player than the actual multiplayer of Call of Duty because the single players are actually pretty good.
Yeah,
but we'll see, man. We'll see.
So I forgot. So it's an open beta, so anybody can download it on PS5, right?
Yeah, on PS5.
It's right there on the front page of your UI when you sign into your PS5.
Yeah, it's not a pre-order one.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Then that's what's up. The thing is that's the thing about Call of Duty. The reason why I was able to get the last Call of Duty because I got like a review code. The thing is that I know, like, I don't mind playing the Call of Duty campaign. I know I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the multiplayer. That's why I stopped like buying them. So unless I get like some sort of luck, I don't foresee myself spending the $70 just to play the campaign. I haven't enjoyed any World War II based Call of Duty's multiplayer like ever. I haven't given them like any serious shot at all. I've done their campaigns. But the multiplayer, every time I go into multiplayer, it's just not knocking. So they're like the games like Black Ops. Well, Cold War is the most I played a Call of Duty multiplayer since maybe I don't know how much time I put in like Ghosts because that was just by default in 2013. And before that, it would have been like the Modern Warfare.
Ghost campaign was good, right?
Ghost campaign was all right.
What?
Sorry, I thought it was all right.
Okay. You thought Black Ops 3 was good, though, didn't you?
Black Ops 3? No.
I'm about to say that.
They didn't have a campaign. Did it?
Nah, 4 did. No, I'm sorry. 3. 3 was that's why they canceled 4.
Yeah,
campaign.
I didn't bother. Like, I don't even think I've.
3 was terrible.
Yeah, no, I fell off a call. I think the last one I've gotten through. So I did after Ghost. It was the Advanced Warfare. I did that one after Advanced Warfare. It was the Black Ops
Infinite.
It was Infinite, and then I didn't do that one. The game is still bugged for me. I'm stuck in a fucking flight and it doesn't do anything. So I didn't beat that one. The one that came out after that was another. I think was it World War II or was
World
it?
War II came
Yeah.
out after Black Ops 4.
That was good.
I
was
did that
good.
one. I
Actually,
completed
no,
that.
it was World War II, then Black Ops 4, then Modern Warfare. My bad.
So I did World War II, and then Black Ops. I started skipping Call of Duty, and then when they did the recent, I came back to it with the recent Modern Warfare. I think 2019. I enjoyed that campaign. And then
yeah, I need to beat 2019. I haven't gone to that yet, but I'm doing like the older Modern Warfares.
Yeah.
I beat 2 on Veteran. I'm doing COD 4 on Veteran, which is weird because I'm like out of order with it. But I was like, 2 is my favorite campaign out of every Call of Duty out there. I like 4 a lot as well. 4 Veteran is fucking hard, but I'm gonna get through that shit because it's fun. It's really fun to like challenge yourself with that game. And then I'm gonna hop on 2019 and beat that on Veteran as well.
Yep. The other thing is that Psychonauts 2, obviously a lot of us played it. It's reviewed very well. It's actually the highest rated game of the year, with the exception of like if you don't count like Hades and Flight Sim, they technically came out a year ago or so. So so in terms of new releases, actual releases this year, right, I don't know if it could have changed, but they said Psychonauts 2 is the best reviewed game this year so far, which is surprise. But I'm I think, remember we had Bond on here about me adding. I remember I said Psychonauts 2 would get would win Gotti. We made the bet, and then he thought he had me trapped because I had Halo. I already betted him for Halo, right? And let me explain to you guys reason why I didn't lose this bet, regardless of what he says. The bet it was Halo has to get nominated. Now, if Halo doesn't get nominated, Halo had to come out within the release window of the Game Awards, right? If it doesn't meet that release, then it can't get nominated. Therefore, it's null and void. The problem is Halo is now releasing in December. It can't be nominated. So
Correct.
I can't lose a bet if it can't qualify like that. It would be different if it came out November 1st and the game was trash and they didn't nominate it, then I would lose. But it can't nominate due to technicality. However, if Psychonauts 2 gets nominated, which it can since it released within the window, and it wins, I'd win the bet. I would win a bet. So for him walking around tweeting that I lost, I didn't lose the bet. Halo is not qualified to win Game of the Year because it can't nominate. It can't be nominated.
Was the bet just Halo or just any Xbox game?
No, it was what happened was he tried to trap me. The bet was originally for Halo. And then I turned around because I was feeling froggy. I turned around and said, you know what? I bet Psychonauts 2 will win Game of the Year, right? And he jumped into the podcast and said, oh, you want to bet? And he thought he got me because he knew we already had a bet for Halo. His thing was, if Psychonauts win, I lose the bet for Halo. So even if he lost, he won, right? And it would have evened out because I have an active bet with him on Halo. He baited me to get Psychonauts so that I would have 2 games that I'm betting for. I'm going to lose one of them regardless because both of them can't win. I was going to lose regardless, even if one of my picks won. So he was banking on that. But because Halo releasing beyond the contention date, Halo doesn't count. It can't be nominated. I still have a race with Psychonauts 2. So, but that was the bet. It wasn't like based off like any Xbox game. It was originally Halo would get no Bond. No. It's not changing. It's not changing.
Oh, that's crazy. Bond showed up.
It just
You
came
didn't watch-
through real quick.
Apparently, you didn't watch my last video, Smooth.
I apparently didn't.
Yeah, I pulled the receipts. So
What was the receipts?
Sorry. Go watch the video.
What's the receipts?
It's just easier for you to watch the video.
All right, link it. I will
You
watch
got
it because I don't.
receipts, timestamps, and everything. So you talk about that Halo thing is null and void.
It has to be known because
No.
it had. I don't recall. I recall us having a discussion and Weapon Will saying it had to release within the.
But see, Smooth, what you recall and what's receipted are 2 different things.
Uh-oh.
I can recall fucking 10 bitches last night, but it didn't happen. But you know, I'm an
Look, that is
honorable
not
guy.
the same thing. Like,
I'm an honorable guy. I said that you can substitute any lost bet for the crate challenge. I will send you the crates.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm not doing that deep.
I will send
challenge.
Smooth. I will send you the crates. I will send you any kind of equipment, like protective gear that you need. You need knee pads, head pads, shoulder pads, butt pad, back pads, whatever you
Hey,
need.
yo,
You can get
what?
this- Yo, I've been seeing people get fucked up off that crate challenge, man. I'm not trying to have Smooth out of work or nothing.
You said butt pads, though. Like, what are you talking about?
But if you want Smooth outside, for every lost bet instead of a game, I will allow the crate challenge.
Byron,
I
why
gotta watch that
why
video.
are you allowing Halo to still be in even though it's outside the window of the game of the year?
You know, it's money. It's the principles of the fact.
Whoa.
So what you're
gotta
doing is you're taking the whole year and not just the game award.
I'm just going by the contingents of the bet.
Okay,
But it's not
I feel like
nominated.
I'm gonna watch that video, but I feel like you probably
Yeah, you
missed
got-
some.
you gotta
It's not
check the
even-
tape, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it can't
come
be
on,
nominated.
You
That's
saw
not
how.
fair.
No, you know what's not fair? Him betting 2 different games to be game of the year, but he still did it.
No, but hold on, Bond. You should at least give him to put another game up since Halo can't be nominated. That's not-
Look.
Whoa.
When you lose in Vegas, Vegas don't be giving you no concessions
No,
like that.
no.
Come on.
You hopped in the podcast
not the-
and betted. You hopped in the podcast and betted him. He ain't bet you. You pulled
No, but
pulled
hold
up
on.
just like how you pulling
No,
up
he
now
right,
just to
but-
bet him on Psychonauts.
Yeah, but
That's on you. You made the bet, not him.
Yeah, smooth
Yeah,
agreed
that makes
to
him
it.
smart. But hold on though.
Thank you.
What you
That
said
makes
before?
me
What you said before don't make sense.
It
But
makes
hold
complete
on.
sense. Terms have to be agreed to by both parties.
Yeah, but
I
my
can say
question
whatever
is,
I want.
you-
If they're not agreed to, it doesn't matter.
The
Oh,
weird thing is though, you wait, because you betted knowing there will be 2 games, and the reason why you bet was
Exactly, Smooth, because I'm a mastermind.
But the thing is, if Psychonauts would have won, I would have lost the Halo bet. But now,
Exactly.
So if Psychonauts win, then what now?
You break even.
I'm gonna watch that video, Bond. Like,
Smooth.
Check the tape.
Watch that
Smooth.
video.
I don't know how I can explain this. Like, there's a reason why I've only lost 1 time, and for the past 6 years, I've pretty much been batting 1,000. But since on the topic of bets, is there a Metacritic Halo bet?
Lord, never go forward. Settle the first one first.
So Smooth, you probably didn't put any stipulations.
Nah,
Like,
there
you
had
probably
to be a stipulation because I
like,
remember discussion
Nope,
in
there were
Weapon.
You
not.
need a lawyer. You need an attorney.
You probably
write up a contract.
didn't say the game awards. You probably said the whole year.
No, we said the
and-
Game
and
Awards.
not just the Game Awards.
Because we were talking about release windows. We were definitely talking about the Game Awards. We were definitely talking about the Game Awards.
You know how I know we weren't? From the fact that also we never did. That we all thought the game was releasing in September. There was nobody that thought this game was going to release in December, nor get delayed out of the year.
So if it would have got delayed, Bond, then what? You would have
Still
won.
loses. I lost the Cyberpunk bet.
This is for 2021.
I lost the Cyberpunk bet for Game of the Year last year because the game got delayed and didn't even come out. I lost.
Yo, you got.
It just so happened that Smooth had also lost the same last year. I bet Cyberpunk, and Smooth bet he bet Halo. Cyberpunk got delayed out of the competition first, so there was no way I could win. I didn't complain about it. I just lost. Now, if Halo had come out and won, and Cyberpunk wasn't available, it is what it is. But it just so happened to be that Halo and Cyberpunk both got delayed out, so they canceled each other out.
But you know the way bets work, like with sports, if the game get delayed or whatever or something like that, the whole bet.
When
get
do
delayed.
games get delayed in sports?
All right,
It
it
happens.
is what
It
it
happens.
is. See,
I'm just saying,
They made the
I'm
bet. They made the bet.
I'm over it.
Rarely.
Let's get
Oh, before I head out, I came in right at a good time, especially when people were complaining about me being a regular on this podcast when it's been like months and months and months. Is there a Metacritic bet for this game, Smooth?
There is not a Metacritic bet for this game. I wouldn't even know what to bet at this point. So
Real quick, what changed? You went from saying that this game didn't need to be delayed It was only delayed because ponies are complaining. It should have launched with the system. To now you complaining about there's no co-op. It's missing a lot of features. It's coming out half-baked, and they have a weird multiplayer program. So what's good?
Don't answer, sir.
All right. So if
let's
everything's
get into the topic. Fuck it.
if everything's remained as is, like the Forge. Now I've already had an issue with the Forge and no co-op, but it wasn't going to stop me from playing or liking the game. Like it's like, okay, whatever. But the thing is, Halo is a game where I actually do play the campaign and the fucking multiplayer. Like, I actually play Halo to actually show off my freaking rank and play the rank up. And they're telling me that, well, we're gonna do everything like battle fast, and we're gonna give you objectives. Fuck that! That's why I don't play Call of Duty and Rogue Warrior, all these other bullshit games that have these little gimmicky ass modes to rank you up. I don't play those games. I just want to get in the game, get my kills, win, and rank up. That's all. I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to have to toss 50 fucking grenades to rank up. I don't want daily activities to rank up.
Do you know what game had things like that, and it really hampered its multiplayer? Killzone. It was either 2 or 3 that had get 10 pistol kills in a multiplayer.
I think it was
match.
3. I think it might have been 3.
Get 5 melee kill. It just had dumb stuff. So people, instead of playing the game to win, were playing. I'm like, dude, why are you using a pistol? I need 10 kills with a pistol to get the net. I'm like, yo, we're trying to win a game.
Stupid, man.
Yeah, especially if you're doing objective based modes, but you're trying to level up as well. It's like you stop doing the actual objective and start doing like tossing 10 grenades at it, and shit like that. So I don't know what they're doing with that.
And that's why
they should have went in Warzone mode or something.
But before I leave, Smooth, now do you realize why the game was delayed? Could you imagine this game came out last year?
But they never said any of this stuff too. That's the thing.
They didn't need to.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Just imagine
how
if this game
this
came
shit's
out
coming
last
out.
year.
It would have been another
that's the
Cyberpunk.
question.
If this game came out last year, it would have got killed.
What was the state of the game last year? That's the
worse than it is.
We'll
Worse than it is this year.
We'll get into it.
So okay, in a hypothetical scenario, this game came out last year. It's probably not coming out with a campaign, and it's probably just gonna be the multiplayer and the campaigns later, or the campaign and the multiplayer is later. You're not gonna have Forge. You're not gonna have co-op. The graphics would have not have been. Look, it would have got killed. I wish that Cyberpunk delayed for another year, like Halo did. Microsoft did the smart thing. Even though I don't have faith in 343, it's better to give an inferior developer more time than give them less time. Because I'll be honest with you, at this point with 343's development of this game, I think Bungie had already finished the Halo trilogy in the same amount of time.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude,
they
had to stay. They were building Halo 2 on the new engine. They scrapped it, crunched to get the Halo 2 on the old engine, and it still came out with full features at launch. No problem.
And the crazy thing is, like, this isn't exactly an innovative new IP they built from scratch. The foundation for this franchise has already been built for them.
Yep.
So I don't know what's going on over there. I hope it's good, but here's also the problem. People are complaining about the progression system, but you gotta figure this out. And I don't think anybody wants to admit it. It's a free-to-play game.
Yep, that is true.
Straight out. It's like, you know how we always talk about, we don't want to play these stupid free-to-play games, these mobile games? It's a free-to-play game. It took me a while to accept that, but yeah, that's what we're going to be playing. And unfortunately, while a lot of people may play, it's going to come with your free-to-play gacha systems and all that loot box, booty box crap, because that's how free-to-play games make money.
Battle Pass, all that.
Yeah, it's gonna get some use. Yeah, man, it's gonna make or break Halo, bro.
And the problem I'm seeing with this is, look, I like Halo, but with Call of Duty and Battlefield coming, there's typically only the landscape's typically only big enough for 2 games of the same type, not 3.
Yep.
And last time, what came out? Titanfall 2 got left with us.
Yeah.
The last time I remember when Battlefield 4 was it Battlefield 4 or 5 that got left with us.
Battlefield,
The one where they said if you don't like
five.
it, don't buy it.
Five.
It was 5.
So
Yeah.
the reality is, unless you're Call of Duty, you're not immune to failure. That's just
Yeah,
what it is.
that's the truth.
I mean,
That's the truth. What was that one game that Cliff Blazinski, that old Gears dev, made? What was that shit? Lawbreakers. Yeah, trash breakers. Yeah,
Trash makers.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Breakers. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question, kind of like piggyback off what Bond said, right? So I heard this, right, and I want to get all of you guys' opinions because y'all Xbox guys, right? So basically, what the guy was saying was that, like, can y'all really complain when y'all only paying $15 a month for Game Pass and majority will probably buy it?
No.
Will play it in Game Pass.
Yes,
yeah,
but not to the same degree
the
you
new
would if
angle.
somebody paid 60.
Okay.
You
If I
can
pay
still
50
complain.
Yeah,
But they're still
But I'm
selling the
saying,
game for 60.
if I pay $15 for fast food and it turns out like shit, that's completely different than me paying $60 at a nice restaurant and my food turns out like shit.
Well, hold on. We're not only paying $15, bro. We're paying 15 times 12. To play this game.
It's a subscription service to play it. They still charge 60 for it, and then
goddamn
180.
it's more than just Game Pass. It's beyond Game Pass and free to play. They promised a complete game with co-op, campaign, Forge. There's a Windows Central article of these developers saying that they promised this experience, and they're not living up to that promise. That's the biggest issue. They straight up fucking lied about the state of the game. When they delayed the game, what did they say? Oh, we're just polishing up the game, right? Now they're saying there's missing features in the game. So what the fuck was the state of the game a year ago when you delayed it? That makes no sense.
I want to know, yeah.
That makes no sense. They all they said was we're polishing. No, I don't want to hear about COVID. Fuck that shit, bro. They said we're polishing the game. That's all they said. And now you're coming out with bad news. First of all, the marketing is fucking done for this game. I don't know how they're gonna market this shit.
Yeah.
Second of all, they're not delivering on their promises.
That's
Like,
Smooth eating,
why?
like shoveling food in his mouth.
Let me ask y'all another question.
Gonna be the first one
Yeah.
playing it.
How much blame do y'all put on the Xbox One?
None.
I don't put blame on the Xbox One. I put
None at
blame
all.
on the devs and leadership for what making false promises.
I asked that because it has to come out on Xbox One, and
Yeah,
we
the
all
game
hear
doesn't look
that.
like it's having a technical problem.
It doesn't
have
matter.
excuse,
So
bro.
is
Okay, I'm
Battlefield.
okay.
So is
Battlefield's
Call of Duty. So is Call of Duty.
Yep.
Spider-Man
Yep.
did it. Horizon's gonna be on PS4 and
Yo,
PS5.
Insomniac has already put out like 2-3 games in this time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you had 6 years, right? You had 6 years to come up with a concept, an idea for your game, and then build it out. And now, a year later, after you delayed it, there's still issues. This is bad management, and this is a bad development cycle of the game. It's that simple. And this is
bro.
unacceptable.
Let's just hand the blame where it's needed. 343 ain't they still ain't doing good. I mean, they did a good job.
I told you guys this last year in playing Xbox when we first started the
been telling
podcast. I told you that Bungie is a superior developer to 343. How does Bungie, right? They had their Gamescom showcase, right? They showed off their new DLC for Destiny 2. We've seen more content for their DLC than we've seen of Halo Infinite for the past 3 years. That's a damn shame.
But you can't just put them up against Bungie. Is just good. They're just great.
But that's what he's saying.
It doesn't matter. Those are the originators.
343 need to make their own game. That's what I think. I don't think they should be on Halo. You know,
I'll give you a perfect example. Who do you think has been doing better, 343 with Halo, or the Coalition with Gears?
Coalition. I knew you. Coalition.
It's a valid question.
They redeemed
Coalition with Gears.
Yeah,
I think that the Gears fan base doesn't have any animosity with the Coalition. It's business as usual. Maybe they don't like a couple things here and there, but they like a couple things here and there. People are literally at odds with 343 and Halo.
I like Halo 4 though. I thought Halo 4 was pretty
Ew.
The campaign is fine, but the multiplayer.
No, the campaign was the worst one.
Nah,
I don't think it's
Like,
like,
I-
five is bad.
The fight the
Five is
Robo
bad.
dildos.
Besides Cortana and Master Chief falling in love with each other, I thought the story
Why
was
are you
pretty
still
dope.
saying that? Stop
Well,
saying that.
Stop it, man. Stop, man. Them
I
niggas.
mean, that's your opinion. That's,
yeah, he
that's
was a
your
little too
opinion.
far. Yeah,
All right,
Look,
let me
look.
ask you a question. Is Halo
Alright.
5's campaign worse than 4?
Yes, objectively
Yeah,
it
Because
is.
Halo 4's campaign is by far the worst Halo campaign there is.
I can't believe
We
you
can,
said
we
that.
can,
Nah,
we
nah,
can.
nah, nah.
All right, we can disagree on that, but
Look, I
here's
streamed
my
that
thing.
whole game
You're-
and was like falling asleep.
your question about who's doing better, 343 or Coalition in terms of the fan bases is definitely Coalition, even though Halo is more popular because Halo has a more sustainable player base than Gears. But in
Master
terms
Chief
of
Collection, yeah.
how they're handling the franchises post the original dev, Coalition is definitely doing a better job in terms of consistency, in terms of what they're doing with their campaign, what they're doing with their multiplayer, as well as their engine. Visually, if you look at Gears 5 is beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
good looking
beautiful ass game. And
And that's
I'm
why I
I'm
say
proud
when
of what they
people
did
say
with that.
Psychonauts looks too, I'm like, y'all crazy.
So yeah,
That's-
definitely
that's
Coalition.
different, bro.
They have my respect for sure. They do some great things with Unreal Engine, and 343 they just can't strike the balance of like delivering on the complete experience. The campaign could be good, multiplayer sucks. Multiplayer is great, campaign sucks. Like when are you gonna meet in the middle? But it's like you guys said,
And
like
they're about
I
to
do
fuck
agree
up
they
both of
shouldn't
them.
make a different game. They
Oh,
should finish. They should make their own
Somebody
game.
posted the receipts for you, Smooth.
So
Uh-oh.
is this the last chance that y'all are giving 343?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
No.
Yes, for Halo,
definitely
yes.
me.
I mean,
I'm
I
giving-
stopped giving them chances after Halo 4, but I'll still play the game.
I think the community is like they tired of it, bro. Like this is the last chance. Man.
Here's the problem though: if 343 is not making it, who are they going to get to make it?
They gonna have to get Bungie
That's
to
a
make
great
it.
question. That's a great
They
question.
gonna have
'cause
to get
I
Bungie
think
to make it.
no,
They would
can't get
have to
Bungie.
cut the
Bungie's
big-
independent.
Destiny is making way more money than Halo is.
What
Yeah,
about
but
it?
now that
You get id Software on the game. I don't know, somebody from Bethesda, some shit.
That,
Like
that
they,
would
they-
actually
they
that
would
could
know-
actually work.
That will
They
That's
would
true,
know
yeah.
what to do with that much better than what 343
that's
is doing.
true.
Plus, their engine is superior.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. Doom guy and his rate of speed, his rate of movement, just
What man-
him being able to do all of his things. The gameplay in Doom, I think, is more akin to what a super soldier should be than Halo is.
Yes, because that dude's a little fucking god.
Yeah, he's a Nephilim. Yeah, the Doom guy.
But I
But
just
that,
want to say
that,
one
that
thing.
doesn't work in multiplayer, though, unfortunately. You moving around like a
Yeah.
crackhead.
Nah, yo, the
so-
multiplayer is odd. Like we played the multiplayer, me, Coke Boy, and I think
The
it
Doom
was
one?
Smooth.
Well, for Doom or Halo?
Yeah, Doom.
I didn't play that multiplayer ever.
Oh no, you sure?
I'm sure.
Hold on, Coke. Was it Smooth or
It
was
wasn't.
it?
It wasn't
Corey?
me. I don't know. It's probably him because he
I'm
played.
gonna
he
get out
played
of here. I'm
Doom
gonna
Eternal
grab a
or something.
workout. But Smooth,
It was
before
alright.
I go, you sure you don't want to do no Halo Metacritic bets?
Nah. I did.
Yeah.
They got me kind of 343 got me fucked up right now.
I was hoping to try and. I mean, I remember you saying it was gonna hit 90 plus, but
Yeah, I thought that.
Nah, there ain't no way.
I
That
thought that.
it ain't hitting no 90. No way.
the Vegas missed I missed the boat on that. I should have hopped on it earlier.
The user score
What,
will be
what,
like
what do you
1.
think it's gonna get, Smooth?
Probably
kinda-
probably an
kinda
82.
high.
Damn,
Damn.
82.
80.
Yeah, me too. I think so too.
That's worse
See,
than
I-
Halo 4.
I
That's a
can't
big
even.
drop off for a franchise like that.
I mean, Halo
I can't-
5.
I can't even take that bet because I feel like Smooth is probably more right than wrong in this.
Yo, that joint is accurate.
So
I don't
you know
think
what?
it's
You
too
know what?
good, bro.
But hold up, Smooth. There is
He
good
just
news
dipped.
about
He
Halo.
just dipped.
He just left for a second.
Smooth did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
can-
got
you
it.
You can repeat this to him before I leave. There is good news for Halo. Whatever Smooth says is going to happen, the opposite happens. So the fact that Smooth is down on Halo potentially means it can come back and blow everybody away.
That's not true, Bond, because didn't Smooth bet against the team losing and the team still lost because he thought the opposite was going to happen?
Yeah, that's how my Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the,
Oh my god.
But look, the only reason why Smooth lost that bet was because AD got hurt. Let's be real. The only bet he ended up
Yeah, that
winning was because Anthony Davis got hurt. the Suns would have not have, the Phoenix Suns would not have beaten the Lakers.
Hell no.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
God
And
was
don't,
like, fuck.
don't get into more basketball bets either, man, because we already know who's gonna win it this year.
Oh,
But
it's gonna
anyway.
be the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets,
Brooklyn.
obviously.
Yeah.
Brooklyn and
I
6.
don't know. You know,
Brooklyn
Kyrie
and
is
six.
injury. Look,
Yeah,
at the
he's
beginning of
on.
I'm a Sixers fan, right? And here was my logic.
You're a Sixers fan?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Here was my logic before the Ben Simmons debacle. I was like, look, Kyrie always gets hurt. He's injury prone. James Harden, one way or another, always folds in the playoffs. So I was like, if we can make it to their game where it's just KD versus, Embiid, we might have a chance.
No
And
chance at all.
I feel like we might have done better. We might have had a chance to beat, but the same thing happened, except for, Ben Simmons is going around here fucking all these white girls in Philly instead of shooting a shot in the free throw line. You ever watch those like 24-hour zoo videos where like you can see like puppies or animals like 24/7 live?
Oh, he shrunk, man.
They need to have a 24/7 camera in the gym where I could just log on to YouTube and see Ben Simmons shooting at any time of the day. None of this pre-recorded bullshit or he's been shooting. No, I need to see that shit live.
Yeah, that
24/7.
dude's shooting over some 5'8" random guy off the street. That's who he's shooting over. He ain't playing against no real NBA players.
When he passed the ball instead of dunking. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm getting mad. I got to get out of here. I'm just getting upset.
All right, man.
Peace.
Fuck Ben
All right.
Simmons.
Damn.
All right, guys. Sorry. All right, we can carry on. So Halo, yeah, we were talking about Halo Infinite. Damn, did Ole Man Logan ever come back?
Nah, he ain't come back.
Nah. He said he had.
Yeah.
Remember what he said though before it started.
You gotta take a shit or something.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Nah, he didn't say that.
I don't know about that.
Yo, all right, so Halo.
We got into Halo because we were actually talking about Gamescom, and then Bond came in.
Yeah.
But go ahead with Halo.
Oh yeah.
So all right, going back to
Hold
games.
on, I do gotta read we can recalibrate, but let me just read the super chat that did come in during that time. Damn, don't tell me I missed it. There we
It
go.
was from
It came
Bless
from
Red.
Bless Red. He said, like I told you about Halo on Weapon Wheel Podcast Move, where there's smoke, there's fire. I told you the game wouldn't just lack co-op and Forge. Yes, you did, sir.
There is.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
All right.
very true.
And the crazy thing about it is, like, they were supposed to release last year. Everybody know this or whatever, but then they delayed the game, right? And the game is coming out literally at the last month of the year. So it's like you delayed the game and then it's coming out like the last month of the year, and there's missing features and a whole bunch of other shit that's just missing from the game. It's like, bro, it's like, and then there was I guess there was a developer. I don't know if this is true or not, right? Apparently someone who know what I'm talking about. This anonymous 343 developer or whatever. When I read it, it looked like, yeah, that would probably be somebody that works there. But
What was it? Was it the Reddit post?
Yeah.
yeah, it was the Reddit post,
Yeah.
but I don't. It could be totally fake. So I don't know. But pretty much what they were saying is, the suits, the higher ups are pretty much saying, yo, they gotta hurry up and ship this game, in the holiday, come hell or high water. You know what I mean, and shit like that. So, and plus, like, I think that some people are obviously going to blame Game Pass, right? Like the whole Game Pass model, and this is what games are going to turn into. But I think it's the free to play part that's, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how many modes that they ship with, because it's free to play. Because usually free to play games don't have a lot of modes and shit to offer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And stuff like that. So
the multiplayer gonna be stripped down as fuck.
yeah, because they have to monetize. It's going to be microtransaction out the ass because it's free to play. It's going to be, all the seasons and they're trying to adapt to like the current modern day model with that. But I don't know if 343 knows how to pull that shit off. And obviously, all these years in development, we keep hearing about turmoil. There's people that are leaving left and right. We keep hearing, obviously the state the game was in last year. Now we know that that all the turmoil that we kept hearing about for the past 2 years is true, because look how the game is launching. So I don't know, man. It's like, I'm not even a Halo fan, but I could just feel for like diehard Halo fans, just like watching this shit crumble. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, hopefully it's the multiplayer. What they do have there is compelling enough to satisfy people until they start adding more and it starts, growing and evolving or whatever they want to do with it. So, but yeah, man, it's kind of crazy how this game, which is like Microsoft's second biggest franchise, how they're treating it, because we already know what the first biggest franchise is, right, Smooth?
Yeah.
Forza Horizon?
No,
No, Minecraft, baby. Let's go.
Does this release date feel forced to y'all? Like it just feels like
Most definitely.
It feels unnatural as fuck. It's not. It's not a.
It is.
You could tell it wasn't the original target. And honestly, for a December release date, you could just push that shit back to February or March. I feel like December, January, March, they're all the same shit to me. They're out of. I don't count December as like a part of. Nah. At that point, I wouldn't care. Like December doesn't even sound right. That's why I'm like seeing game when I hate when the game gets announced in December. Who wants to release a game in December?
It's a really odd month.
Yeah.
Like why? I don't know, man. It's pretty funny to me this whole situation, because I think they were really building up some good momentum up until the flight, and the flight was received well and people gave their feedback on it. I had a video on it on my channel as well, saying some of the things I wanted to see in the game after the fact, and it was good for a couple weeks. We were high on the flight, and then he said no co-op in Forge, and it's like, what the fuck? Even though you promised those things at launch. And then yesterday, which is funny because we're on Salty's Gaming Podcast, me and Chris, midway through the podcast, the developer said there is going to be no XP progression in the game, but you can do challenges and multiplayer. And I'm sitting here like, why? Like every Halo game since Halo 2 has had a proper ranking system, if not an XP system. And now you're telling me that there's no XP progression system, and now there's gonna be no ranks associated with that as well. Like, what multiplayer game does that? Why are you going to play a multiplayer shooter and not be able to rank up at all? Like, that's what Halo was all about, was about ranking up. Even in Halo 3 and Halo Reach, those were the two like most popular Halo games in terms of its online multiplayer community, from Forge to custom games to PvP, and they had a global ranking system and the playlist ranking system inside Halo 3, and then Halo Reach was just this really nice ranking system with nice emblems like Noble and Heraldor and everything in between it. It was really cool, but now it's not in the game. So what's the incentive for someone to buy the game when you could just get the game on Game Pass or do the free-to-play multiplayer? 2, what's the point of you grinding the multiplayer? There's no incentive to sit there and grind the multiplayer if there's no ranking system, there's no XP to gain. So I think all the news after the flight is making people lose interest in the game incrementally. And that's just bad, because you want to build up hype as you get closer to release, and they've been doing the opposite.
And not only that, just not having like basic progression as far as just playing the game is, I could see that, like, people who don't even know that this is going on, like, I could see that turning people off, because it's like, I'm playing the game and I'm not leveling it up. What I gotta do? Oh, I gotta do these challenges, what, and blah blah blah. And yeah, some of those challenges probably easy as shit, but it just is still. I could honestly, man, I don't know. Like, I could see this Halo as far as the community. I could see the community dropping off faster than any other Halo before, to be honest with you. But we'll see, man.
I'm not a fan of this whole who they're trying to target. Like, I don't. It's like 343. I don't get it. It's like, I don't know if it's the feedback they're taking or the feedback they need to be taken. Like, something's wrong. I don't understand. Why are they trying to make this game like fucking Fortnite? Like, I thought, like, I remember when me and Rand was talking in the podcast before, not podcast, in the party chat, and he was like really confident that, hey, this was before it was confirmed, that Halo's multiplayer would be free to play. I'm like, well, when I think of free to play, I really think of like something really basic. It's not usually a lot to
bare bones. Yeah.
And I'm like, Halo usually launches. So what is it going to be? Is it going to be just one mode, like a battle royale mode that's free to play, and then the rest of the multiplayer is attached to the main game? Because like, I can't see, because then how much is the campaign going to cost? But I was given everything the benefit of the doubt. I was like, all right, they're gonna have a, a different campaign. It's gonna be stellar. Maybe I can understand this if it's open world. The co-op wouldn't work. It's easily sure. It it's fucked up because it's supposed to be a part of Halo. Halo typically has co-op, right? Forge, same thing. It's like, I'm not really a Forge head, but I know it's been in Halo for quite a while. So, I mean, it sucks that it's not launching, but whatever. I still got multiplayer, I still got campaign. I'm not, at this time that I'm thinking of this, I'm not thinking of how they could possibly fuck up multiplayer. Because after you get a game like Halo 5, you know, like, there's no way they ain't fucking that up. You can't, right? All they have to do is fix the campaign. That's all they have to do. That's all you have to do. You literally could launch Halo 5's campaign and Halo 5's multiplayer and Halo Infinite Paint, and you'd be fine. All you need to do is give me a compelling story. You're fine. How do you? They always breaking shit that's not broke, fixing shit that's not broken. It's like that's exactly what happened with the freaking It's like when they had when they did Halo 4, right? They was like, you know what? We fucked up with the we fucked up with the multiplayer. We're gonna, do that. Despite them having a decent campaign. So they did that, and they pull a whammy with the damn campaign, but they fixed multiplayer. You would think the projection is you had a bad multiplayer, you fixed that, you had a bad campaign. Now you think you're due for a good multiplayer and a good campaign. How you revert back on both? That I don't understand. And the thing is, so I'm getting pissed off because it's like, okay, I can say co-op is not going to bother me because, like, all right, whatever, I'll suck it up. I'll play the game, I'll play a solo run, whatever. I can do it. But multiplayer is, I don't know how to play Halo any other way. I don't play all these goofy ass multiplayer games that are out now for the same reason. I don't play Fortnite. I don't play anything where I have to be paying attention to these stupid ass objectives with certain weapons and then buy into another set of challenges. I know how to play. I only play Halo because all the other games changed the way how like ranking works. So it's like, I don't know how to play Halo any other way. And you telling me that the only way I knew how to play Halo for 10, 15 years, you're changing it to satisfy these fucking half-shaved head people ass the way they play games. I'm sorry, man. I know somebody gonna take that wrong. But why are you changing it? Why are you changing that? It doesn't need to be changed. So now it just got me feeling all types of ways because even if the campaign turns out, let's say if the campaign turns out bad, I can't even jump to multiplayer as a relief. When I used to get upset with Halo and whatnot from the campaign, I would jump to multiplayer as a relief. I can't do that now. And the fact that it's not going to be there at launch, it's going to what do you mean? This is basic. This is basic
ranking system. You have it from older games. They could copy and paste it.
Yeah, ain't no damage control in this.
I don't know what they've done in the last fucking 6 years, and I'm not blaming COVID. You can't because hold on.
Exactly. Yeah. 6 years, $500 million supposedly, right? All the resources
by the time COVID
in the world,
hit, the game should have been pretty much wrapping up phase, like all the other games that came out in 2020. By the time COVID hit, so I understand if you guys got a delay because you had the last minute the polish that you couldn't get to because of closing. Makes sense. It shouldn't be all this shit. So, because I'm curious, what happened in that 10? Like, I don't understand in that amount of time. What have they been doing? What have they been doing? When you think about think about this. Microsoft bought Black Tusk Studios in I think 2014 or whatever.
It was like 2013, 2014. 2014.
Microsoft acquired the Gears of War IP in 2014 or 2015. That same year, they released the Gears of War Ultimate Edition. 12 months later, 13 months later, they turned around and released Gears 4. And then a year and a half later, they turned around and released Gears 5. That from the coalition who before when the Xbox One launched, that studio didn't exist. It did not exist.
They pulled together a studio and dropped 2 games quick.
Like, so my thing is like, what privilege does 343 has? Like, what are they doing? I don't know what I don't know what they're doing. It's hard. It's hard. You think like, these guys are like, veterans, they're at least they know what the fuck they're doing. And then it comes out and it's some of the basic stuff that's coming out. It's just like, I've had enough of hearing, but this won't be here at launch. This won't be here at launch. This won't be here. that after a while that shit gets old, and I know people are getting mad at me on Twitter because they think I'm turning into like crap gamer and stuff like that. It's not about that. I'm just fucking mad. It's like you guys hear me talk shit. I'm sitting there on Twitter in podcasts and videos talking all this shit. Halo gonna be Gotti, da 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 da. Halo gonna do this. Halo gonna do that.
I did the same thing too.
Every time the motherfuckers that's making it is telling me everything Halo ain't gonna be, and I'm like, well, damn. I was like, okay, well now you're starting to take away things from the game that I'm most excited about, and I can't be excited about it anymore because the stuff isn't there. So when Halo comes around, honestly, I'm less excited. Like, this crazy. I came into the year with Halo Infinite being my most anticipated game, to now it being like fucking Forza Horizon 5. And I like Forza out of liking it. It's not like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. It's Forza. Like, it's great. I know it's great. But like, I was like, they're turning me off from Halo, which is weird. I didn't think you can do that. I did not think you can do that. I didn't think that was actually possible. So it's like, it's not. So all the people saying, you stop being a great gamer, stop crying, you see what happened to crap. Nah, I'm not jumping ship. I'm not doing that. But I am gonna, I'm mad. I'm mad.
Yes,
Everybody should know when I'm mad. I start talking shit.
Mad and critical.
I am
proud of you.
fucking mad. Like,
I was proud of that moment.
And they're sitting there tweeting as if it's like, you know, yeah, this won't be here. Like, they're tweeting like it's okay. Like, the way that the response is so nonchalant. Yeah, you know, it won't be. Like, what the fuck you mean this shit won't be here at launch? What are you talking about? I'm like, they're saying it like this is like, oh, no, this is cool. No, it's not cool. Like, who gave you this idea to do that? I don't understand who gave you that idea. Like, I don't know. Like, I think about, I'm sitting on Twitter and people are responding and tweeting me. I'm like, yo, you think this is okay? Have you played?
That's the issue. People think it's fine. There are people defending this. How can you defend? Dude, look, listen. I'm a huge Halo fan. Dude, I got my fucking Series X t-shirt on right now. I love my Series X, but like, when you're making me a promise, you're promising me all of this, and then you're not delivering on that promise, I'm going to be upset. That's it. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to voice my concerns, and that's that. But I'm not going to sit here and be a fucking shill. I'm not going to sit here and cap for this shit. I can't. I simply can't. I really can't. So, I don't know, man. Go ahead, Nick.
343 need to be held accountable for this. And that's bottom line, man. We need to demand more for Halo, bro. They ready to kill it. You know, I've been hearing people saying, you know, they at 343 they destroying Halo, man. Listen, like we didn't heard so many fat getting trimmed off the cow. We about to go run and get a goddamn goat. Like, at this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
So this is
man.
This is how they ruined my day, my Gamescom, right? So Gamescom's rolling in. Xbox has a showcase. You know, we know Gamescom isn't going to be like this big deal. We know we're not going to get acquisitions or any brand. We know this, right? But we do know that we're going to see fucking Halo. Shit's launching in a couple months. It's the biggest IP on Xbox, right? We know we're going to see Halo. These niggas did a fucking show, a presentation, recapping, you know, games, and they literally go through the whole show without mentioning Halo as if the shit doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. And then turn around and then you got these people who want to be like, oh, look out for tomorrow. I don't want to fucking do. Xbox had a show. Xbox, Halo, they're the same fucking, they just had a show. What do you mean? Wait?
And this shit leaked anyways.
And then for the shit to turn around and leak. Oh, great. So why? Why? So this is so they do that stupid show. Forza gets shine, Psychonauts gets shine, some fucking State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves, all this shit that they did not need a show for. It's like, okay, so now you all right, so you think I got time to waste 90 minutes. That was 90 minutes I could have been playing fucking Psychonauts, right? That's 90 minutes I didn't have. So they waste my time doing that. Then everybody gets on their damage control train. Tomorrow, oh, don't miss tomorrow. I was like, nope, not falling for it because like when you do that, it's like, okay, they're gonna kill it. Nope. I had no expectations. I didn't take no time off from work. I ain't watch the shit, right? They come on stage. They show us a CGI trailer
For the multiplayer.
They promoted the season pass before showing the campaign.
A CGI trailer for multiplayer. Bruh, for multiplayer. We already played the tech test, right? You don't, at this point, somebody said something stupid, but whatever. I think it was PC Mag, but whatever. All right, so they showed this CGI trailer for multiplayer, and I was like, okay, whatever. They got some time, whatever. And I'm watching at this time I'm getting my hair cut and I'm watching on my phone. They reveal the controller. Okay, that looks nice. The console. Okay, that looks nice. And they got the release date, and it was time for the next game that had nothing to do with Halo. So I'm like, they went through this. They literally went through the show. So first, we didn't get to see Halo at all at the Xbox showcase for Gamescom. Then this hyped up, rumored, they're gonna show Halo at the next day. Is somebody gonna say some bullshit that Halo?
Are you ready, Tim Dog?
Halo,
Are you ready, Tim?
are you ready, Tim Dog? And then somebody gonna say, Halo's getting nominated for the the best of Gamescom because in order to win that, you got to show 10 minutes of gameplay. I'm like,
that was cap. That was straight cap. You know why? Because Elden Ring didn't show nothing, and it won award.
I'm like, so all this shit that people come down, I was like, so still no gameplay. Okay, you got the consoles. They got their cool. I'm fine with the console. I'm fine with the controller.
Did you pre-order?
No, I didn't pre-order.
Okay.
I'm not pre-ordering the game either, which is dumb. I was fully prepared to pre-order the $60 game.
I was ready to do the same thing too. I was gonna pre-order the $60 game, and I'm like, you know what? There's no point. You're throwing in the Game Pass for me. Thank you.
So the only game I'm pre-ordering not pre-ordering. The only game I'm buying this year from Xbox first party to keep is Forza Horizon 5. Because the only reason why is that because that has an expiration date. Those games only last like 3 years. But
yeah, because of the music and shit. Yeah.
So at this point, I'm like, all right. I don't even think I said shit after that. Like I think I said the wait tasking. I shut up. I was like, I'm not gonna fuck it, whatever. I don't care. If the multiplayer stuff happened later in the day. That's when he said that shit. But so in Windows Central got their article out. Yeah, you shouldn't pre-order a Halo Infinite, which I think is fair. The part of Halo that we're all paying for is the part we haven't seen yet. So that they keep hiding from us. It's scary. It's scary. I've never been my confidence in 343 and Halo. It's like a fucking roller coaster. Like you asked me at the top of the year, I'm up here. Right now, it's to the point like I'm not buying the fucking game because I've never seen like these dudes are running freaking scared. They're acting scared. They're talking scared. I don't like how they're treating it, and it's a shame because Halo the IP doesn't deserve that. And if you're a fan of the franchise and the games and stuff like that, you could look and see like you're being done wrong. Like you know what I mean? As a fan, like the new gen, these new kids may like it and love it, and that's cool and whatnot, but I don't like what the fuck they're doing, and the fact that now we bought into this new plan of Halo of being a live service that we literally took pretty much everything that we used to get in a full package for Halo. We're now in favor of free to play, in favor of Game Passes. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now we're gonna give you one chapter at a time, and for multiplayer, we're gonna give you one mode at a time, and we're gonna give you a full Halo game in a matter of 10 years and a package called Seasons every 3 months. I don't like it. Fuck it. I don't like it. I don't like that model. The Halo model does not work. The Fortnite model, fucking hate that game, does not work for Halo or any. And if Gears ever did some shit like this,
oh shit,
I would.
Don't listen.
Let me
They
not
cannot
put
do
that
that.
in
better not do that.
Let me not put that into the damn
finish.
atmosphere. Do not let me put that. Yo, I swear, if Gears ever attempted this bullshit, Gears, I don't want you to. I would pay $80 fucking for Gears before I let it be a free to play game. I will pay $80 full price for Gears.
Hey, that's real talk.
Before this shit becomes a free to play. If Gears multiplayer is free to play, hear me now. If Gears 6 or Gears Kate's Journey is a fucking free to play, the multiplayer is free to play, count me out of the game. It's dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. I'm pretty sure it will be a better functioning game.
That's real shit.
But is that I'm done with this stupid ass free to play.
That's
bullshit.
real shit.
I don't want no free to play. I don't want no seasons. I don't want no battle passes. I don't want none of that shit because what they're doing is we're now getting a cheap. It's damn how time has changed. We're really getting ripped the fuck. We're getting ripped off pretty much.
We get ripped the fuck off. I'm with Smooth, bro.
We're getting ripped off.
Smooth. So how you feel about 343 as a studio in the Microsoft studios? They at the bottom. You like them? You like what is that?
What? What are you talking about?
They're not.
No, they're still better than Mojang. It's just that I just don't. I think they need to move on. If they can't handle Halo.
So what can they handle?
They can make it. They got.
They need to make something else. Make something else.
Make garbage, bro.
Make something else. I've been telling you guys for a better part of a year that Bungie understood what Halo was about because they're the originators, and 343 doesn't understand the core philosophy of how to make Halo.
Get credit if you ain't do nothing yet.
Yeah, no, it's crazy though. I that's the only thing I would agree with Bond said. 343 was handed an IP with everything. All they had to do was maintain it. All you had the easiest shit. All they had to do was maintain it.
No. I wouldn't say it's easy to maintain what a studio of a high caliber can do.
Bro, I was fine.
Come on, bro.
I would take
crazy.
I would take Halo 4 and Halo 5 over the shit that I'm getting in Halo Infinite.
But
I still don't think it's that easy either.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Chris.
It's not easy. It's not easy, but
because you still need the talent. You still need the talent to
you need the talent that can execute it, bro. And we don't even know if 343. That's all they worked on. Like, what they need to do is make their own game first.
That's what we just said. You said, what can they do? And we said, hey, make their own game.
No, you said it was easy.
No. You said, what should they do? And we said, make their own game. They should not make Halo. They don't need to make Halo anymore. They need to take Halo.
Thing, though. We don't know if they can make their own game or not.
Halo.
Bro, hold on. I'm sorry, Jay. Nick,
Halo on the fucking shelf. Go ahead.
Nick, I mean, you sounded crazy. These motherfuckers. Right. They can make a game, bro. Like just because they like all they made was Halo. Come on, man. We know who they like. They can make a game. I don't doubt that they can make a video game. They can make a video game. I would like for them to make something other than Halo because if it's gonna take fucking half a decade to make another Halo game, you could take half a decade on a new IP because. What I feel like all they've been doing was moving fucking plants around for the first 3.5 years of the fucking development cycle.
Now there was rumors about that they started like that. Well, it was last year that they've only been in development for like 2 years. The last year it'll be 3 years now. This year, so I don't know, man. It's crazy, and like the whole thing is like because there was a thing about like as far as the co-op about the reason why it has to get delayed is because of supposedly, right, which I think is bullshit, man. But supposedly they haven't figured out how to do co-op in this open structure that they're doing with the campaign, right? Like this whole open mission structure and everything like that. And it's like, bro, you had 6 years, you got all the money in the world, you have all the resources. There's other games that have figured out that format and all that shit. It's like I don't want to hear that excuse, bro. Like the game is not ready, bro. It's not ready, man. And I want to ask you. I want to ask you this move because last year you said you were okay with the game releasing. How do you feel now? Do you still think the game should have released last year?
After hearing, it's easy it's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback, right? So here I am. I'm looking at last year the game, the demo. No, I can imagine a full game like this from that demo. Okay, fine, I could take that. Now, in retrospect. Absolutely not, because from what I know, based on all the shit that's missing from the final game, that demo was probably all they had done for the game. That's what I'm starting to believe. Because like,
damn.
And you got one of the like, I played the game, I ran through the entire game 3 times. No, the fuck you didn't. There's no way you possibly shout out to Blessed Ray. He said, "Isn't 343 Industries a team of 500 people deep?" Supposedly, Lawrence Anderson says for $5. LOL Smooth. I voiced my opinion in Xbox News Discord about how 343i is on trash, and everyone came in droves to defend 343. I feel you. Dude, I was with them. I defend 343 a lot. I have in the past several times. I've even came out and said 343 makes better Halo games than Bungie. I've said that several times. I've defended it to the core. I prefer their visuals. I prefer their performance.
Yeah, super cap.
And I disagreed. Vehemently with you. Listen, if you were to talk to us a couple of months ago, or even a couple of weeks ago after you played the flight, we were high as hell on the game. Like the flight was so good. It was so fun, and to get this news, I don't get it. Like, it's just a really bad move from leadership over there, as well as the development cycle from the game. And then you have other games running loops around it in terms of building up hype for their games, and Halo is just, I don't know, it's just in no man's land right now at this point.
Yo, you know what? On what Bless Red said about the 500 people working on it, I think that was all cap, yo. Like, that was PR, because they were saying at the same time they had Turn 10 Studios and Coalition helping and people tripping over,
343 is big. 343 is big. I do believe.
Yeah, but why
they just have a lot of people doing a whole lot of nothing, bro.
Say that though. All these people helping out, like, I knew something was wrong then.
They had Turn 10 to work on their vehicles, Gears to work on their shit. I don't know, man. But they have a whole lot of help. It's a big team now. I think Halo will turn out in terms of it being a good game. I don't doubt the core, the gameplay. I don't doubt the visuals, and I think they'll probably turn out a great story. But I think what happened is, through all this, when the final game gets here at the end of the year, I feel like what's gonna happen. What's gonna hurt the game is its rollout. The fact that people are gonna be reviewing this game knowing shit is missing all over the place, and I feel like they still, I don't care if it's in Game Pass or not, you still got to justify why the campaign is going to be $60. What else is in there? Like, it's like, I'm like, I don't want to pay $60, like, even though I'm not going to be paying it $60 to be like, okay, I'm gonna get through this campaign. Well, I know in 3 months or so another campaign is gonna come. No, that $60 got to be worth it right now. Like, what is people who are buying it getting for $60? Because you already stripped the multiplayer, stripped it down, made it free. So you took value away from the game actually by doing that. So now what is the campaign worth?
Hey, yo, you know what's I heard. Now this could be totally fake, right? So I'm not saying it's true or not, but I'm just reporting a rumor that I heard. It's supposedly something about the campaign. How the campaign is supposedly only probably about 6 hours.
I believe it.
Nah, I doubt it.
Halo's campaigns aren't really.
I doubt it.
No, but here's the thing. I remember people telling me anything less than 10 hours is considered DLC and not a full game.
It's definitely not less. It's not 6 hours.
No. This is what it is, because there was. If you read that,
6 hours on easy.
If you read that Reddit post, right, there's a lot of people working on the campaign, and the thing is that I'm pretty sure if you don't do any of the side stuff, you can probably get through it in probably 6 or 7, 8 hours. And there was some trouble because people didn't want their stuff to be skipped, because all the hard work they worked on to put little fucking skulls in the corner and shit like that, they don't want people to miss out on it. So they wanted people to I guess there was differences of opinion on making these primary goals or keeping them as side missions. But they're gonna fluff the game up with a bunch of content and new nuances on the map to distract you and to add to the buff up the game time. But yeah, if you're doing a mainline quest, I wouldn't be surprised if the shit is 6-7 hours long.
Yeah, but listen. That's cool enough, but I was told that that's what that was, and when the whole thing with Miles Morales came out, that it was 6-7 hours or whatever, and I was telling people it was the same thing you're saying, Smooth. That's just probably just straight shot through the story without including all the side stuff, the side missions, collectibles, and all that stuff.
And put it on easy.
And expanded beyond that. But everybody was saying not.
I would agree with the DLC, but what is the DLC to?
As DLC to the free to play multiplayer. I don't know.
DLC
No,
expansion of the
hold
original
on.
game.
I'm not saying this DLC.
No,
That's
no.
not. I'm not coming from that
Yeah, that's
angle.
what you're saying, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
it powers is
I
DLC.
get you. I get what you're saying about how.
Against other games that were short as well.
Okay.
There was a lot of short games, but yeah, I get it. I wouldn't be mad at the energy if somebody want to call it DLC. Hell, Steam already called it DLC. I wouldn't be mad.
Oh yeah, I seen that. What's up with that?
I did see that with the little.
What the hell's up with Steam calling it DLC? What was up with that?
I don't know. I really don't know
no.
how that.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, but no, man. But people got to understand, like, it's like, and people, and this always happens, and people think like. I don't know. I can't stand the way people act when I react to like something Xbox does. Like I always said this. I only complain about shit that bothers me. Like if it bothers me, I'll complain. I don't care. And I hate to sound insensitive, but I don't care about your problems. Like I don't care about most people's problems with Xbox. It's like they don't really bother me, bro. So I was like, that's why I'm not. Why didn't you call them out for this? Because it didn't matter to me. But like, oh, why? And then people getting mad now, like, oh, stop being a baby. Like, I was looking at the comment section of all these people that be in my DMs and sending me shit and like, yeah. The minute I was like, why is it so wrong to call this out? Like, I'm not bad. Like, the thing is, this is like, I don't get it. People are like, well, get a PlayStation. I already have a PlayStation. Like, that's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not clout chasing. I'm not doing this to get followers. If this was about getting bigger on YouTube and stuff, like I would be doing videos every day with every complaint instead of tweeting. I don't get paid for tweets. Like I would have been doing videos. So you guys know it's not like for no YouTube clout or even for Twitter clout. I got enough followers. I don't need new followers. I'm not trying to beat anything. I'm not trying to get seen by anybody. I'm not trying to get anybody on my podcast or trying to be on anybody else's podcast. These are just literally me getting fed up because it's like, nah, I wanted this game to be good, and I'm pretty sure the game would still be good. At the end of the day, I'm still probably playing Halo Infinite Day One, but I'm at a point where I don't think I'm going to like it. That's what I'm afraid. I don't think I'm going to like it, and it is just weird because it's like me not liking a Halo is just weird. My least favorite Halo is an actual DLC, fucking ODST. That's my least favorite Halo.
Oh shit. So, yo, it's crazy. I saw people saying that shit too. Like when you came out and you were saying that stuff on Twitter, there was people like, "Oh, you cloud chasing, or you fake outrage and stuff like that." And I'm like, bro, do y'all know who Smooth is? Smooth is like the number one defender. Literally just last week, right? Or he was just when we found out that the Forge and the co-op was delayed. Even though he said like he was disappointed at that, he was still saying how Halo Infinite was going to be the best unfinished game.
Thank you.
He was still defending it. So like I don't get to me it's like Smooth saying this means that it's like dead ass serious because everything else he gives a pass. Like he gives everything else a pass, or he'll defend it, or like he said he just don't care enough to even mention it or anything like that. So if he's actually like going this hard, like as far as his opinion, like as far as like against Halo and shit like that, or the shit that he's not liking so far, it's like, yeah, man, it's like that lets you know, man, 343 is doing shit that's making a lot of people not happy right now, and some people are still trying to, you know, hold on to the hope, like, oh, I'll play the game and I'll just for myself. Ultimately, yeah, that's what everybody's gonna do. That's what you're gonna end up doing and stuff like that. But it's like, come on, just like all these news about like these features is missing. Progression, you know, no missing modes. They're talking about no assassination modes. I don't really know what that is or whatever, but
execution.
All I know is that it was in the previous ones, and now it's not going to be in this new one. That's all I know. So I can understand from that point of view. But yeah, man, I don't think Smooth is capping. I don't think, and here's the thing: I don't believe at all that Smooth is ever going to switch sides as far as like just, you know, screw Xbox and go on PlayStation. No, he's still going to be Xbox all day, every day. Like even after Halo, he's still going to ride for Xbox. So I don't think this is no clout chasing.
Unless Sega come back.
Well, I was never a Sega person. I was like, but no, yeah, that's the thing, and that's what bothered me the most with seeing people. It's like, yo, the people be acting like when you talk about Xbox is like you're being a bully or you're picking up. I was like, I'm not like picking on them, but I'm just like, It's just that I would think about stuff and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. And I would tweet and people like would take it the wrong way. Like, you've been bitching for like the last 2 weeks. I'm like, but all I've been getting is bad news for the last 2 weeks.
Exactly. What's wrong with being honest and giving your honest feedback based on the news that they're giving you? They're giving you bad news. So how are you gonna react to bad news? Are you just gonna, oh, it's okay, it's fine, don't worry about it, I'm still gonna play Halo? No, this is cutting into the core experience of a game and a franchise that you loved for more than a decade. You know, this Master Chief is plastered on the box of a Series X. So like, you want this game to be the best it can be, not only for yourself but for the Xbox fans that have been promised an experience, and you're not getting that day one. It's gonna come eventually, but it just sucks. It's not going to be there day one. So you're speaking about it and you're giving your honest feelings, and that's the best part about it, is that hopefully they can look at someone like you or other people in the community that are giving their feedback and say, hey, this is unacceptable. People are outraged. We have to make sure that we deliver on our promises, and they're not right now.
I'll say this. I'll give credit to this one person who used to be on the original Planet Xbox, who's now on Salty's podcast. I would get into fights, verbal assaults with Jez, Grandma Gear, for arguing about Halo every fucking day. About, he was like, they're gonna pre-spell it, it's gonna be a platform and all this shit, and it would piss me off, right? It pissed me off, all the shit he be talking, and I'm like, I'm gonna kick him off the podcast.
You know what's crazy? I said this to Jez because
he said it yesterday.
He's been saying this shit for the past 2 to 3 years. That this is he's been always talking about Bonnie Ross is gonna take it in this direction, and he was right, dog. Yo, Jez was 100% spot on.
So that pisses me off because he was actually fucking correct to the T, to the point where I don't even think he knew he would be that correct, and it pisses me off because I went to bat and fought this dude over those opinions that turned out to be the case. So I give credit to Jez for that. He called that. So that's why Jez, he doesn't hear from me. I don't show up to his podcast talking shit or his tweets like that. I just don't say anything. It's like, hey, whatever, dude. Fuck it. You got it. You got it. Whatever.
Man, you got it.
Like you got it. Like I can no longer be mad at you for your disgrace. Now, I promise you guys, I'm not going to turn it to Jez. I'm not going to do a daily I hate podcast on these. I'm not going to go that far. But now I got to the point where I understand where he's coming from. But the thing is, I'm understanding it in reality. Not like when Jez was talking about it, was like this it was hypothetical back then. Now it's reality. And so now I'm like, well, fuck. Like, so I get it now. And I mean, he feels the way he feels. I get it. I ain't gonna bother him for that. I don't think anybody should bother for him or press him for his opinions. And it's coming, and now I can say it's coming from some place real. He's not Cloud Jason, because now that it actually happened and how it made me feel when it happened, I was like, I 110% get Jez. I get it. I was like, I have no right to like. And matter of fact, I'll say this, Jez, you're probably not watching this. Somebody will tell you. I apologize, Jez, for all the combative arguments we had of me going at you or coming to your channel and harassing you for your opinion on Xbox, and always talking shit about Xbox, and always saying this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and your opinions on Game Pass and the way Xbox was delivering games and stuff like that. I'll say you're right. I mean, there's things we have disagreements on, but I was wrong for the way I treated you during those days, and I'm happy for you right now where you're at. You're doing your thing, and from now forward, you would not see me in your comment sections or on Twitter talking shit or trying to argue with you about things that you're wrong, because obviously I was fucking wrong, and I know how it feels to be like led astray and be disappointed in one of your favorite platforms or video games. I know how it feels, and you obviously, I know how you feel, because you were burnt a long time ago and you expressed it a long time ago, and that's the reason why you are where you're at. So shout out to Jez. No hard feelings.
Yo, I'm actually gonna excuse me. I'm gonna invite Jez for next week.
Okay.
I'm gonna invite Jez for next week.
You sure about that?
Nah, 'cause he's an Xbox member,
Motherfucker,
man.
get
And
my man Frogs
he's
on.
been saying this shit. Fox will come too if he wants. But he's been saying this shit for the past 2 to 3 years, bro. Like everything, like yo, and people just thought like Smooth. Smooth just thought he was just hating, being grumpy and bitter, and just talking out of his ass.
But Jazz grind
right
his
on your head,
gears. Jazz only grind his gears for Xbox though. He don't grind his gears for PlayStation.
Which
That's
is fine
where
though.
Smooth.
But he was
That's
primarily
cool.
an
That's
Xbox
cool.
guy.
So Smooth taking in what he's saying about Halo, which is cool. Like shout out to Jazz though. Frogs, you know what I mean? Merc and all those guys, you know. But
yeah, but the thing is that even though he grinds it, but the thing is I realize it hit me. I can't be mad at him. I can't how everybody takes like everybody's experience is different. People are like I said, people think I'm like a crazy for feeling the way I'm feeling, and I'm just going based off Halo. You know what I mean? Jazz, you know what I mean? He got burned with a couple games. He ain't like the way things were going, and I completely understand. Like him grinding his gears on Xbox. That's him. I'm just saying I can't be mad at him for doing it because now I see firsthand where it came from. So I now understand where it came from. I don't care where it's at now. I know where it came from, so that's why I can't be mad at him or can't bother him.
It's happening for a game that you love. Not just you, but it's an entire community of Halo gamers that feel the same way as well about being made a promise and they're not delivering on that promise. And all we can do is be as critical as possible. I'm not going to. I mean, I guess I kind of did disrespect the devs. I called them incompetent.
Yeah.
I called them incompetent, but I'm so passionate about this series because when I got my Xbox 360, Halo 3 was one of the first games I played. And I went back and played Halo 2 and I was like, this shit's amazing.
what?
Like, first of all, I'm younger than you. Okay?
Yeah,
So
I keep forgetting.
yeah. Don't forget. I'm not 30 or 40. I'm 24. Okay, I'm a youngin.
Yeah.
Young
We
pup
gotta
in
drop
these streets.
we gotta drop you off at daycare when we go hang out. I know.
No,
Bro.
But look,
Nah.
I'm passionate about the Halo franchise, and to see it being handled this way, I'm pissed. Royally pissed because those developers lied to me. Now I'm still very supportive of the Xbox platform, but I like Smooth said, if this happens with Gears or any other franchise, we're going to have a serious fucking issue. Serious issue. If they do this to Fable, if they do this to Perfect Dark, Eval, Gear 6, where the shit's half baked. Oh, we don't have this, we don't have that at launch. Okay, we gotta have a serious talk.
That's what I'm scared of.
We gotta have a serious talk about Phil Spencer. But guess what?
No. Hold on.
No. I'm gonna say this one thing.
Go ahead, finish, bro.
If this continues to happen with other IPs, don't be surprised if some of the leadership from Bethesda does a hostile takeover at the Xbox team and they just start running shit because they're experienced. Todd Howard and all these guys, they just do a hostile takeover and they just start running shit.
Yeah, we can't. Hold on, bro. We can't do that, bro. Like you can't think that. Like you can't. But this is a studio thing. Like this is exactly why I feel. Now this is like when we were talking about the Doom situation and all the Halo stuff earlier. And what I was saying was like Phil used to be a programmer, and people forget that, bro. Like when he go around and look out for certain developers and things like that, bro. Like it's different. You remember 343 was put in that position before he was in charge. Like you can't put that. Like we all know they don't need to be doing it no more. If this Infinite don't work, it ain't gonna work.
We can't forget. Phil Spencer what I'm saying, Xbox 2014, 2015?
It's not about. Yeah, you can be head of Xbox, but he was overseeing when he got the green
all
light.
These studios.
Not an issue, but look, when he got the green light to put the culture back into the brand, which is put studios behind. You know, when you make money in the business, you put your money back in the business. He was the first one to start buying studios to be first party. Don Matrick was using the money to put in third party. That's the difference. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
Here's
You know what I mean?
here's my counter argument to that. You can
Right.
make all the investments in the world. You can make mergers and acquisitions, but it's all about
Right.
how you manage the talent that you acquire. That's all it's about. It's about managing that talent and making sure that everyone's on track. And with Halo, they are not on track. I just hope that this doesn't happen with other games. That's just my
So
only thing.
Okay, I agree with you. So we know that 343 has they proven themselves to you yet? Because I know that what's that? Obsidian did already.
Yeah, Obsidian's proven to
Playground
me.
game.
Ninja
Playground
Theory,
games
Playground
You know,
has
we
proven
can
to
go
me.
down the list. So
There's
this
other
is not.
studios that have, but
So this is my point.
well, I know it's definitely a 343 issue. It's isolated
Yeah.
with them, but also you have to look at the greater leadership at Xbox and say, why are you guys allowing this to happen at 343?
Well,
How come
yeah,
you
you
guys
can't-
haven't
yeah, I
commandeered
can't argue
the
with that.
situation and say, hey, you guys need to get your shit together. If you don't, it's a wrap for you. Because we know this isn't just in the gaming industry, but in corporate America. If you're working on the project and leadership sees that you're not on track, there's going to be heads rolling. They're going to fire people, and they're going to get everything on track, and they're going to make sure that you better get your shit together, or else we're going to get somebody else to get the job done.
You know,
That's just the reality of corporate America.
I do want to get
Yeah.
Dre's opinion on Halo, because I know he was wrapping up the whole like series before Infinite came out, and I want to know where your thoughts stand on Halo Infinite after, you know, so far all the information we got so far in its release, and what do you think of its release date, which is still, you know, polarizing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So like just going for the release date, you know, I said what I thought about. You know, it just feels forced, right? Just feels like Xbox was like, "Hey, man, y'all got to make this date, or you know, y'all screwed, or I don't know." So the December release date just feels forced to me. But as far as you know, what's going on with Halo, I do not care at all. I am not the biggest Halo fan to be, you know, thinking about this like that. You know what I mean? I do not care. When that single player come out, I'm gonna play it for what it is, and I'm gonna move on. I mean, I understand where I understand, you know, the frustration of, you know, these diehard Halo fans, but that is not me. You know what I mean? So I ain't got too much for you, man. I really don't care like that.
No, it's all good. I just thought, because I like, you know, the way that this stuff was unfolding, but you know what I mean. It's the thing is, I'm gonna ask you, Jay, when do they show us then an updated gameplay deep dive of the campaign?
I can't answer that question. I really don't know when they're gonna show it, because they're acting like it's not there.
I think it's
all the smoke.
What do you think, though?
I think it's going to be
Go ahead.
extremely close to launch. I think maybe when you know, what's another thing that's crazy, and this is why I think they held off to show Halo at the opening night live, is because I think that they already knew that the opening night live with Jeff Keighley was going to get more views, which it did, right? It broke records and everything like that. The Jeff Keighley aspect of it. But it was also an advertisement for merch for them as well, because they did the Xbox controller, the Halo controller, and the is the Elite, right? It's the Elite controller, and you know, the custom console, the Halo console, and shit like that. So I think that's another reason why they held it off, because they wanted to advertise that merch. But it's weird because the custom console is coming out like a month before the game releases.
It comes out on the anniversary when Halo should have released.
That's crazy. To me, that's crazy. Like that, the game is not even launching on that same date. Like it's coming in December. So yeah, this is a forced launch, and it's just like with the anonymous dev, right? Who we don't know if he actually is a 343 dev, whatever. But he's saying that the suits are saying the shit needs to release.
You know, but I'll say this: the suits are right, because the suit. I agree with the suits. There's no way. You got to get this game out, because what the hell were you doing for 6 years?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's like, I get it, like the suits, but think about it. they're like they gave him time. They gave him time. They give him a whole lot of money. Like
Give an extra year.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when you consider things, right? This is how you gotta consider. You look at people like Insomniac. You look at Coalition. You look at fucking. I mean, I know Call of Duty, but like, damn, look at Activision with Call of Duty and stuff like that. And all these people who've managed to put out games in the amount of time is like, yo, why can't we do that? And we're probably the largest team on Xbox prior to any Bethesda acquisition. Like, why aren't we able to do this? Why aren't we able to get this game out? And it, like, I mean, we got 2 games. They have 2 development cycles on Halo Infinite. Like, so the whole suits thing, yeah, I agree with the suits. Like, y'all getting this game out. Shit. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They reworked the story and everything, man. There's a lot going on.
To me, that's the same situation with Anthem. Honestly, remember, because Anthem, they had like 6 or 7 year development, but supposedly they had their thumb up their ass the whole time, and they were doing the trouble. And when it was all said and done, they were only developing the game for like a year and a half, and it was like the E3 that they showed it, that when the developers knew what they were actually making and shit like that. But then when it came out, it was just like people were trying to blame EA, but if you look at it from EA's perspective, it's like, yo, they had 7 years. We gave them money. Like, of course, we wanted this shit out, and the way it came out, it came half baked. It was missing a lot of things that they promised and shit like that. So it's kind of the same situation. Hopefully, it isn't as bad, and it maybe not, because since it is free to play, more people will have access to it and shit like that. But if the free to play part is not really hitting, if it's not really resonating with a lot of people, it doesn't really have people hooked. And the progression part is a part of that getting hooked. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's definitely very spooky, very, very spooky. So, but we'll see. But I was Dre too. I really don't care that much because I'm not a big Halo fan. I don't even have an Xbox, so I wouldn't be able to play it anyways. But I feel for, like, because I could just imagine to like a franchise that I love, like if Final Fantasy VII Remake last year came out all fucked up and shit like that.
Oh
like,
my god, yo,
yeah,
that would have been disastrous.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know it's been 2 hours, so I know I'm about ready to wrap up. But I know it was Gamescom, and I'm pretty sure, like, I didn't actually watch Gamescom. So if anybody want a recap of anything that we want to talk about, I miss.
Absolutely.
Hold on, Chris. Before you go,
Before you go.
I just want to say the Lego Star Wars was the best game. They showed that game.
Oh
is
shit!
Is it coming out this year?
No, it's coming out spring next year.
Next year, yeah. Yeah, but like you said, Lego Star Wars. I think it was like the Skywalker Saga or some shit like that, right?
Yep.
Saints Row, which we already talked about. That they showed another more footage of Dying Light 2. No, Dying Light 2 was at the Xbox showcase. Never mind. Yeah, that was at the Xbox showcase.
I'm excited for that game. I can't wait to get my hands on that.
They showed this one game. It looks, to me, I don't believe it's a game because it looks too good to be true. I don't believe that this is an actual game that's coming out, but supposedly it is. It's some crazy fucking Korean game called Dokev. That shit look crazy.
Yeah.
That shit looked insane. Like it's a monster collecting game, but it's an open world action adventure, right? So like monster collecting, kind of like Pokemon, but it's made from the same people who did Black Desert Online and they're doing Crimson Desert. They're doing this one, and this one started out as an MMO, but they said no, that it's actually going to be an open world action adventure game, and it's going to have some co-op. But you should watch it. I want to see your reaction to that game, Smooth, because that game looks fucking crazy. But it looks weird too. Like when you first see it, it's like a bunch of little kids, and this is like a little like weird like Korean town, and it's all like K-pop and bubbly and shit.
Are you serious? You guys send that shit to me. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck is this corny ass shit? But then when they started showing the gameplay, and it just kept going, and they started showing more of the gameplay, I was like, what the hell? But yeah, they showed that. They showed obviously we got the update for Horizon. It is delayed officially till February 18th, I believe, 2022. And the statement that they came out, they said that they wanted to get the game at a quality level, or the they're trying to polish the game up to the quality level that they're looking for, which is something I can't really say about 343 right now. But yeah, that was pretty much the main reason they released a 60 FPS patch that same day. There was a bunch of other games. There was an indie game called Cult to the Lamb, which is a roguelike indie game, but that actually looked pretty dope, in my opinion. They showed the new Marvel game, which is being made by Piraxis, which is the XCOM developers. They're making a Marvel game, but it's going to be in the style of XCOM. So they didn't show no gameplay or whatever, but yeah, it's going to be like XCOM and Gears Tactics, but for Marvel. And then what else they show? I don't really. They showed a bunch of smaller games. I think they showed like The Replaced, or was that at the Xbox Game Show? I can't remember it because they both happened like in like 24 hours. So I'm kind of getting both mixed up. But overall, it was an okay show. It wasn't too crazy. It was okay. There was some good surprises in there and some good games.
Yeah, it was decent. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, that second half of it. How could I forget? Death Stranding, baby. That director's cut ended the show off with that, and that shit looks absolutely amazing with all the shit that Kojima's adding in that shit. So
that director's cut do look pretty good, man.
I know, yo, it looks insane, and I'm one of the ones that like this. I know a lot of people hated on the game. Some people didn't like it. Some people didn't even try it, and they still hating on it because they think all you're doing is walking in that game. It's like, no, there's vehicles, there's fucking all sorts of different shit. There's action. You can
so
shoot
they gave
people up.
they gave you a truck to be a UPS. Okay.
Yeah, they give you they give you a truck, they give you a motorcycle, they give you a zip lines. Yeah, all that shit, bro. So you can make your deliveries on time, baby. You can make your deliveries on time. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think that was pretty much the main thing that was covered. Unless somebody else, something else came out of the show that anybody wants to mention.
I think the Forza Horizon controller looks good. Did any of you guys pre-order the Halo 5 console or Halo Infinite console? Right. Just curious.
Yeah, I think that looked though. Like
it looks fire. It looks great.
You think so?
Yeah, because I thought they would do the Series S, since I think it would have been easier and they have more of those available. I figured they would do the Series S. So to see the Series X. The way that the Series X is designed, I honestly don't care for a custom design one. I think its standard look is fine. Honestly, only thing is, I think I will want one in white.
So this console is $549, right? Yeah. Have they always upcharged when it comes to custom consoles?
Yeah,
most of the time, yeah.
It depends. So this one, you get the game and you get the they've thrown some extra shit in the box. Like I've gotten like a couple consoles because I used to buy every Xbox console that they bundled. Some of them were the same price, but some of them weren't. It really all depends. Like the one, like I think the Halo 5 one might have been $50 more. I believe there was this other one that I believe the Forza one might have cost like $50 more, but it's still technically cheaper than buying them separately because it's not the game would. So what is the extra $50? You would think maybe the game is $60, so you get a discount on that. Let me see what else is in that. I know you got some more items in the game than that, but yeah, like they're usually not too much more than the actual standard edition. I'm just searching this thing up on Twitter or something like that.
But what is the design after? Like, is it like it kind of looks? I mean, I can see the stars, right? So you got the stars in there, but like, what's the design modeled after? Like, is it Master Chief's armor or?
That's I'm not exactly sure where
it's like the tech, right? Or the tech that they use that is kind of designed after that. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you get the controller. It's a special. You get a new controller, which it's a slightly different from the ones that we get, like with all the extra grips and stuff like that. So you're pretty much getting a custom controller, and you're getting Halo Infinite. and of course,
Got a heavy discount with the bundle.
Yeah. Does it? Wait a minute. Does it come with all? I wonder if it comes with Game Pass. But
It already sold out, right? The bundle.
Yeah.
That shit sold out quick. Yeah, so
I ain't gonna lie. I tempted to pre-order it, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to get it.
I would have just to sell it for like $1,000 or some shit or more than that. You know.
It's already online for like 1,300.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Halo, but I don't know. I don't want to buy another Series X right now. I would just keep the one I have. That's it.
Yeah. It's sold out everywhere.
Just put the decals on there. You'll be fine.
Yo, I seen this decal with an all white Series X. That shit looks fire, bro.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
have to
saw.
get
Somebody's white Series X. I was like, you know, I kind of want that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's it pretty much for the show. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in and watching it. Dre, appreciate you for coming through.
No doubt.
Trust me, LTG is coming back, bro. It's coming back.
You mean we came through for LTG, baby?
Yeah, this pretty much we came through.
Yeah.
The only other thing is like I don't know if y'all were paying attention, but Elden Ring got a preview embargo lift today.
Man.
Yeah. No wonder it was trending. Okay, is it already available for pre-order yet or no?
I think so, but they released a preview embargo, but nobody's allowed to show the actual game. They're only allowed to like talk about what they saw because apparently there was like a Bandai Namco did like a little online event for like journalists and stuff like that to look at the game. I was watching. The only preview I seen was VatiVidya. Do y'all know who VatiVidya is? Or y'all not into with the Souls community like that?
Nah.
Well, he's a huge YouTuber and he does a lot of lore with like all of the From Software games. Like he covers nothing but From Software games. He has 1.8 million views, right? But he's really good at what he does. So he was playing he didn't play it, but he saw it, and from what I'm hearing, bro, this game's about to be. I don't think people realize because they haven't showed a lot, but from what the way he was describing the game, that game is about to be absolutely fucking amazing, bro. I cannot wait, bro. There's a lot of things that they're doing with that. He pretty much said it's a combination, obviously, of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, all mixed into one. And they took all the best formulas from those games and just put it in Elden Ring in a huge open world structure that's like you can tackle the objective any way you want. You can go anywhere from the beginning, similar to like Breath of the Wild, where it's like, you can do anything at anywhere and shit like that. But he was saying, just some of the gameplay changes to their previous game, like the stamina. You don't have to use stamina outside of battle, which is going to be great for exploring the world and shit like that. So it's just like a whole bunch of things. I highly suggest you check it if you're into Elden Ring, if you're into Souls games. A good news, Smooth, is that the game is going to give you plenty of tools to make it easier than all the other Souls games. That's what they're saying. They're not saying that the game is going to be super easy or anything like that, but they're going to have mechanics in there that kind of like, can, like when people usually have troubles with like Souls games or whatever, like that you can summon shit, you're gonna have spirits you can summon and stuff like that. So yeah, it's looking like it's crazy because you got that coming out in January and then you got Horizon in February, and it's just gonna be crazy next year in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. And you got the Pokemon game too, but ain't nobody care about that.
Oh, that's gonna be fire. I'm
Game is
Pokemon.
fire, yes,
except
sir.
for me.
That
I can't wait for that Pokemon game, but damn, bro, Nintendo need to step up with them visuals, bro. We need a new console, bro. Real talk.
I agree.
I'm still gonna get it though.
All right. Well, looking forward to it. But yeah, man.
You getting Elden Ring?
Oh yeah, I'll get it. I'll get that.
Hell yeah. I think that shit gonna be fire, man. That shit gonna be fire.
Well, we appreciate you guys all for watching. Shout out to everybody who showed up in the chat. You guys, shout out to Delilah HD. Shout out to you, Alex PSX, Bless Red. I want to give a shout out to who else? New Brico. I'm probably saying he was in my Twitter Spaces. Shout out to the people that showed up to Twitter Spaces earlier this week. We had a good turnout. The Almighty Spartan God. Who else? Jay Marley. We got just Monkey D, Lawrence Anderson. Yeah, so we appreciate all you guys for coming through. New Brico, that's what it was, Epic Troy. So we will see you guys next week, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and I will talk to you guys later. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.